welcome back to the Little Reader's Corner. So you probably already know this from the title of the video, but I'm doing another readathon and I'm very excited about it. So myself and Ciara from Ciara Foster are hosting a readathon together. It's the Rest and Reset Readathon, and here are some necessary details you need to know. It will be taking place over the weekend of January 16th to the 17th. That's a Saturday and a Sunday in the new year. We're gonna be using the hashtag Rest Reset Read, which is a little bit of a tongue twister, but I trust you, you got this. And basically, Ciara and I were talking and we both wanted to host a readathon that kind of prioritized resting and resetting in the new year. And there are a lot of really awesome, fun readathons out there where you read a ton of books in a short amount of time and it's a race to the finish. But sometimes you want something a little more mellow, something to focus on some other things. So while this is a readathon, we do focus on some other aspects as well. So we have two themes, one for day one, one for day two. The theme for day one is rest. So this day of rest prioritizes mindfulness and just relaxing and kind of decompressing from the year that we just had. 2020 was something. So it's good to kind of take some time to digest and reflect on this past year before directly moving into the next one. And then the theme for day two is reset. So that's basically planning, getting ready for the new year, putting yourself in that mindset, whether you're prioritizing productivity in the new year or a certain hobby or your friends and family, whatever your priority is for the new year, you can kind of get going, get started on day two. And then for both day one and day two, we have 3 sets of prompts for each of those days, and they're organized by body, mind, and soul. For day one, which is the rest and relaxation mindfulness day, the prompt for body is basically self-care, mindfulness, meditation, however you practice self-care, whether that is practicing mindfulness or is doing your skincare routine, if it's drinking a glass of water, whatever you personally see as being self-care for your body, that counts for the prompt. Just take care of yourself, do what feels good, what you feel comfortable doing. And that's the prompt. So the second prompt is mind, and this is basically to try out a new activity. You can try a new hobby, try something you've wanted to do for a while, try something different, just kind of shake up your routine a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything drastic. You don't have to go purchase a pottery wheel or something wild like that. It could just be, you know, maybe you're not much of an artist, but you do enjoy sitting down and coloring every once in a while, so you can sit down, color. Why not? Just do some kind of activity or hobby that you've wanted to do and you just haven't given yourself the time or given yourself the space to practice that hobby. That counts. And then the third prompt for that day is soul, and that is to give yourself the space to just relax and enjoy a movie or TV show. So I know I personally struggle with allowing my mind to settle down and see watching TV or movies as a relaxing time, because my brain is wired for productivity, and I feel like for me personally it's a waste of time. It is not a waste of time to sit down and enjoy a TV show or a movie. But I know my brain, and probably many other people's brains, thinks that they're just being lazy, which is not true. It's not true. It's taking time for you, it's relaxing, it's enjoying. You don't have to be productive the whole time, and that's what this day and this prompt is about. Taking time for yourself, checking in with yourself, taking some time to reflect, and just enjoy the day. Now for day two, which is the reset day, the planning day, we have those same 3 sets of mind, body, and soul, but with different prompts. So this is taking the idea of the first day and setting your actions a little bit more into motion to plan it for the new year. So for the first prompt, which is mind, basically doing a mindful activity. And this could be doing a similar activity to what you did the first day, or it could be something completely different. You can be mindful in many ways. You can be mindful while you're brushing your teeth. It's basically just being present in the moment and just, you know, brushing your teeth and trying to prioritize the now and the present, not thinking about what happened yesterday, what happened an hour ago, or what will happen tomorrow. Just being in the moment. You can do that, as I mentioned, while brushing your teeth. You can do that while just going out for a walk. You can do that in a meditation or a yoga exercise. However it fits into your life, that's great. That works for the prompt. And then for the second prompt, which is the mind prompt, for this one, it's pick up a book, any book, and have a little read. Just read however much you are feeling in that moment. Pick up a book you're excited about or something you're intrigued by, something maybe you put down the day before or you haven't been able to finish yet. Just whichever book is calling to you, pick it up, have a little read. You don't have to finish it. You could read a chapter, you could read a page, however much you are feeling motivated in that moment, read that much, because you don't want to force yourself to read, especially in a new year. It's nice to kind of just slide into the reading, slide into the new year, just slip right in. Why not? And for the third prompt, it is soul, and this is to take some time and reflect on that past year. Take a moment, think about what you were able to accomplish. Think about everything that you made it through in this past year. 2020 was a banger, to be sure, but you know, we made it through, and that is something to be proud of. We made it to 2021. Well, I mean, by the time this video airs, we're not there yet, but we're very close. So for this readathon, think about everything you were able to get through this past year and be proud of that. Take a moment to think about how much that means, how important that is that you were able to make it through. And then set some goals for this coming year. It doesn't have to be a huge goal like finish writing a novel or get a gold medal in sports. I don't know. It could be something small. It can be to continue that new hobby that you started the other day. It could be to read 5 books that you really enjoy throughout the new year. It could be to prioritize something important in your life. Whatever you find important and whatever you want to plan into your new year, this is the time to just give yourself a moment and giving yourself some space to think about that. So those are the prompts. If you have any questions, if anything seems confusing, feel free to ask me below. Ciara also has a video up announcing the readathon, so you can check out hers if you want a different approach to explaining the rules to you. It's all good. We also wanted to include a few extra bookish prompts in case you wanted to go a little harder with the reading this week. I personally will not be participating in too much reading for this readathon, which it's a readathon, so I will be reading, but I want to go into the new year a little more in a subtle way. Make sure I don't end up in another reading slump, because I've experienced a lot of those this past year, and it's usually from trying to read more than I feel willing to do. So approach however you feel comfortable with this readathon. With that being said, we do have those 2 extra bookish prompts, and the first one is to pick up an old favorite. So this could be something that you read in this past year and you want to just check out a chapter of it. You could reread a childhood favorite, you could reread something that you gave 5 stars in the past few years, who knows? But pick up something you really enjoyed, you loved the writing, you loved the plot, you loved the characters, however you enjoyed that book, but just enjoy something that you really enjoyed in the past. And then the second prompt is to read a book that you weren't able to get to in this past year. So it could be something that was on your TBR for this year and you just weren't able to get to it. Now is your chance. You can pick up that book that you were really excited about, that you maybe started and weren't able to finish, or you just did not get to. Why not pick it up and just keep on reading? As I said, if anything is at all confusing, if you want a little more clarification, just let me know down below. You can also check out Ciara's video, as I mentioned. But that's our readathon. We hope that you will participate with us in whatever capacity you're feeling up to. As I mentioned, these prompts are meant to be tailored to you and your lifestyle. So if you're not into a certain kind of activity, that's fine. Take the idea of the prompt and apply it to your own life. And I hope I will see some of you joining us for this readathon. I'm really excited. As I mentioned, it will be happening January 16th and 17th. That's the weekend of Saturday and Sunday. It's the Rest and Reset readathon, and it is hosted by both myself and Ciara from Ciara Foster. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you there, and I hope you have a wonderful day.